Oh, we're doing that joke again? I forgot about that joke.
That's our only joke.
Oh, I thought this was our only joke.
That's one of our jokes.
That's a
we
joke.
have that too.
That's a joke. Hey, Matthew's on already. I can see that. So, oh, there you are.
Hi guys.
Oh,
Now I can see myself.
We're on this delay.
Is serious
I
now.
really dislike the delay.
All right, what do you think?
For about what? About anything?
Anything? We're back?
Loot Crate. We should we'll BS a little bit at the beginning, waiting for some people to come on. But Loot Crate.
Who would have thought that?
I would have. They denied us. We asked them for a product. We said we want to advertise. Oh, here's an affiliate link. I'm like, okay, great. What do you do?
I really thought that they were going to be around forever when I got my soap Walking Dead ear necklace, and I went, oh, this is everything I've always wanted as a collector.
Personally, I liked going to the conventions and pulling the one thing out that I really wanted from a dealer who just broke up a box and sold it 6 times over. I thought, well, that's even better. I mean, now I can get the pin that I want, or I can get the pair of socks, from like the Kill Bill socks. Why didn't they just sell some of those products individually instead of sending me 10 things I didn't want and one thing that I did, like maybe that pop that month?
Yeah, the problem is you get so caught up in it, and you're investing in all these exclusive items in stock, and we know that the lead time to get these items developed is crazy long. They're buying this stuff up front for an allocation. I mean, even Funko, when Funko's ahead of the curve, that they said, we're not doing the distribution model anymore, we're just going to go right to brick and mortar, and that's what Loot Crate never had. And the online model's great, but it was one of those things where, oh, hey, I really just want the Ghostbuster box. To invest, what is $40, $50 a month into something like that.
I don't know if you can see it. We got one right over there. It's over there.
There it is. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
$40, $50 a month to get maybe one item that you really want. There wasn't enough in each of those to keep people engaged. And there probably, we could talk about different strategies if they would have signed me up. Like, I'm a Ghostbusters collector, so if you give me a Ghostbusters item in every box, I'm there all day. And maybe that's what they needed to do. But I think you had a lot of people sign up, go away, sign up, go away, and it wasn't enough consistency to keep them in business.
I'm a Star Wars fan, and I like pretty much anything that has Star Wars. But when you get to a saturation point where you have so many T-shirts, you really don't want one that has a pop character of a character that you really like. Like, give me a cool design T-shirt by somebody like Beast Wreck that month, or a Strong Stuff, or Naked Derby. Change the model up of the shirt so that maybe, okay, now this month I'm into it not just for the pop, but also for the artist that's designing the shirt, or maybe the artist designs the whole box, and then you get the pop based on that figure that he designed it for. I just didn't want another like Rey, Chewbacca, and BB-8 as pops on another shirt. It was the same, just a different configuration every week. Now, there were earlier shirts that they did that. And I remember there was one with all bounty hunters on it that I thought, well, that's really cool. I like that. But then that was a one-timer thing, and then you were finding out about it after the fact. And I'm like...
Yeah, and you've got basically, really unfortunately, at the end of the day, you've got Funko entering the market. You now can get these random boxes for 80s and 90s and pop culture just at Target. So there's oversaturation. There wasn't enough there. And if Toys R Us and
America's
Mattel,
Toy Store.
If all these people haven't learned that if you are not going to cater to the collecting industry and do it differently, you're going to go out of business. And unfortunately, that's where we stand. So, where everybody's here, we're going to unbox the new Gauntlet.
Yeah, that's the new Gauntlet!
The big Gauntlet everybody's excited
This is what
about,
you guys been waiting for.
You just couldn't wait.
This is power.
Yeah, this is
I didn't
all
even think to go this route. That we had
this is what we're doing, right? No?
I thought, did you take this from Logan? Because I felt like you took this from Logan.
No, I got this as a birthday gift from someone.
This was a birthday gift?
Yeah, like there's somebody actually bought this for me. You know when you're an adult and you're getting a kid's glove as a birthday gift that you're in trouble. But
I don't even think your hand could fit in there.
No, absolutely not. I couldn't even get my fist all in there.
Like, we do have the Hulks here somewhere. I thought I had him up. We had the
he's out
Hulk.
there.
We had the little Hulk one that comes with the red one, and now you have the big Hulk. You have the Power Punch Hulk that comes with the thing.
Yeah, they got me on that.
So, but we even did a review of that. We put the red gauntlet on Thanos, so we even have that too. We did that up on
your kit bash. So, all right, fine. We know what you guys are all here for
this
tonight.
is it. Woohoo!
You want to see it? We're actually really excited when this came in. It's pretty cool. You know, let's see which one's going to be better.
Like, I think the design, we didn't open it yet. You know, we haven't looked at it.
Which has been killing my son because he's like,
oh really?
Yeah, like he just wants to see this thing.
This is awesome, and we reviewed this. We loved it. I think your mom picked this up for us, right? Like she found it at a Disney store. But I felt as if on this side we didn't really have the detail, and just from the hint of the box, I think
they
we're
show
getting
you on
much
the
better
outside.
detail.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Here, for the pawn looks
No,
just
not on the palm.
amazing. No. Where's that pawn? Oh, hold on.
Is it on the top? It's on the top. It's on the top.
It's on the top there.
Just that alone.
I mean, that got you.
That extra detail. And the price is the same, right? So let's pull it out of there.
Yeah,
pull it out.
hold on.
I got a screwdriver just in case we can turn it on or anything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really cool.
And the neat thing is that, you know, we were able to unearth our other one. Here's the instructions. We were able to unearth our previous one so that we could actually do a comparison. But, I mean, already
Yeah,
the size
pretty...
difference. I mean...
Are the stones the same?
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Now, does it have a lock? Like, we actually had this.
It has the lock.
We actually had this locked in position in storage. I don't know why I did that.
There you go. I believe you can go because.
Oh my God! Like, what a weight difference too.
Yeah.
And look at the. Wait a minute! I locked it. Can you
unlock? Sure.
I can give you a hand. Yeah. But like here we're doing an instant size comparison, and then just flip it around. I mean, Tony Stark wasn't screwing around.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this thing here.
Well, and then the big thing that I guess came out this week, right, was that the Russos confirmed that it was the nanotech armor that allowed him to get the stones.
Yeah, he basically, when he reached in for it, it just went over his hand
and took the stones.
And took it. And you know what? That didn't bother me because I figured Tony Stark had a way to figure it out. To get it. When you watch the same movie like a million times, you're going to start picking at it and going, well, why this, why that? But that never bothered me in the moment. And I think that's a great testament to the Russos because I really thought that I would be able to go, not
hey,
this,
how
not
about
that.
this? Do we have batteries?
We did not get batteries. I thought the batteries actually came
usually
with it.
they're, let's see. Requires the AA batteries.
I mean, we know, it does lock into place, so we do have the lock button.
All right, well, why don't you get this sucker open with the screwdriver?
Well, this sucker's
on
electrical.
the front.
I need 120 gigawatts.
All right, and let me vamp while I try to get.
All right. So, junkies, as you can see here, we have a great, awesome, like really cool directions here, great color scheme. But I love too when it shows that it shows you how to make a fist. So we pull this off, which is I thought would be a little bit heavier duty, to tell you the truth. And then I did think far enough in advance to bring a screwdriver to this because I remember doing the other one. And we kind of had a little bit of a snafu there when we were like, did somebody bring a screwdriver? So I got my Leatherman here. That didn't work. So let's do that again. But he's out there screaming for batteries, which I think is really funny. So we do need 3 AA batteries. But let's just vamp here. And immediately, as you can see, we've got a lot more hand details here, and we've got the armor. Now, this is just like a bronze glove. It's plastic, but we have so much more here for the hand to grab. It's almost going to be fun to see. So we can grab Shazam here. Now, can we put Shazam back? We can put Shazam back, but can we grab Shazam with the same kind of gusto? We can. So, nice little thing, but I think I got him by the foot too, so there you go. There we go. So these aren't quite as rubbery as I thought they would be. Not here. A little bit. Just a little bit. Like if you push your fingernail in there, you can actually feel it. Did you find 3
Almost.
batteries? This is live, folks. Killing me with Back to the Future. Aha, sorry. He didn't go for it. He's a Ghostbusters guy. But I think it's pretty cool. So MJ's still floating around here trying to get it. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that you want to know about the Infinity Gauntlet? Now, I think it's about 110 to 120 depending on the retailers. We did order this from Hasbro Pulse. We joined the Hasbro Pulse like members reward program. So we did get this. But so far, the only thing we've seen from Hasbro Pulse by being members is that we actually are going to get early access to the Comic-Con exclusive sales. So when those happen, and they're all in individual days, which is great, but I still feel as if there are certain days, like the Star Wars Day, where it's actually still going to crash. Because right now, you would just think, Hasbro, we're setting these backup servers for these days. Now, their system's still going to crash. So he's out wandering around looking for batteries. I really don't know what else to talk about. But does anybody have a question? That's too much power for one man to yield. I actually thought, Matt, that this would actually happen in the movie. And couldn't you technically, by having all the stones, make a whole nother glove for yourself? And maybe even heal your arm? Interesting. So MJ's out, wandering around. Only 4 of you left, huh? Well, I can keep trying this out here. I don't know what else really we can talk about. The detail here is great, and this was my complaint, not my complaint at the beginning, but kind of my notice, is that we just don't have as much detail in the hand inside here as we do on this glove. And scale-wise, as you can see, there they are side by side. They're about the same. It's just this feels meatier. It feels bulkier, and I like it.
This might be the most unprepared video we've
Wow! We have no batteries. It's just going to make the same noise as this one. Oh, there were batteries 5 feet away from us.
I don't know.
We'll
see. Give that
there
a
we
shot. Will it energize? That's the question.
Should I make a Captain Power reference when we kickstart this?
Okay.
Oh!
And we're rolling. There you go.
Cool. Alright. Screw that back on.
And
No, we gotta be official. We gotta put this back on.
and
Which is, I was a little surprised it doesn't have like more of a latch to it. One. Okay, there.
you know what's better, vintage or new? You know what I mean? That's really the question. The sound effects are just. Could you just imagine just sitting there all day? I want to just have this in the office so when people walk in.
You know, we could do I think we have them on the wrong arms. Because I want to do, here, right, you come over here. We could do the Dutch, and so you can't really do the Dutch and the Carl Weathers.
Really epic knuckle bump.
We could do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here's the question. $100.
$100? We got a lot of use out of this, but I mean, it did sit on our set a lot. We did do things with it. We tried to hold drinks with it. I actually picked up while you were trying to pick up Shazam here, but couldn't pick him up off the ground, but you can hold Shazam.
I don't know, here's what I would say.
Take Shazam from me. Well, I meant like grab him, but
There you go. You know, for there you go. For $100, I think this is for display piece. Sure, you know what I mean. To me, out of all of them, these were ones that you couldn't find anywhere. I mean, you had the Iron Man.
Have you seen this at all in a store?
I have not seen it.
Now, I know we got this from Hasbro Pulse, which I talked about while you were gone. But have you seen this at No, you haven't seen this at GameStop yet.
Have not seen it at GameStop. I mean, I was actually shocked because I just got a confirmation. Actually, I got it on a Saturday and got a confirmation on Monday that it was delivered, that it was going to ship. So that was fun. But I mean, these are pretty epic. I mean, the rest of them, I know that Ant-Man's mask is down to $50 now.
Where?
On Amazon.
On Amazon.
So you can get it
Okay.
there. It's down to $60 at Best Buy. Okay. You've got.
I do want that doesn't have the Bluetooth in it, does it?
No, I don't believe
They
so.
should all. If it's a helmet, I want to have my headphones. That gives me a reason to wear it more.
Yeah.
That's why I like the Star-Lord one. It's probably why that one's so popular, but it is coming back.
Cosplay wise, these are amazing. You now, because it's set up, you can double fist, so you can get both on, right? I mean,
Which I thought was interesting that they did that. Like they switched.
well, that's how it is in.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
But I meant,
So.
you think they would have made it on the same hand?
Well, they made it for us, so that I could sit at home and.
Well, yeah.
Just
Any
be
money,
totally-
somebody said, no, we can't put them on the same hand. We want somebody to actually wear both of them on a YouTube video.
See, I kind of would like the ability to mute the sound effects. Keep the lights. The sound effects are a bit much.
Well, it'd also be nice if you could set it in a mode that it would just every once in a while just light up.
Yeah.
And then, because you have it on display and it's almost like on a timer, like every hour it goes off. Now, granted, that's going to suck up your battery, but what if you could plug it in as a display piece and then just have it like on a rotation, or it blinks or something like that?
Well,
it's another aspect of which they could go, but again, price goes up.
And the locking mechanism on this thing is pretty cool. Because, I mean, listen, you can have this set up, displayed in your office, side by side. This is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And then I actually have at home that I showed you the stones that I got from that collector's set.
Yeah.
So I could see a nice little display, both gauntlets. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad too.
Yeah,
kind
a
of
little thing
hanging
like that.
on an angle.
Yeah.
$100, sure, all day. They're gonna get you for it, no matter what.
Well, we did see the Thanos glove go as low as what, $60 on a lot of Walmarts. Like they almost over-ordered on them. So a lot of people.
But good luck trying to find them there. That was the thing.
Where like after the first movie was out, it was, oh my God, here it is at $60. And I don't know. I think $60. I'm a lot more like, yeah. It's like.
I'm telling you, I'm actually.
It's like the Savage World Batcave. Like when I can get it for $20, done.
So, let's talk Endgame and Infinity War.
Okay,
that's what you got. So, what movie did you like better?
I think I liked the second one more. I felt it was more.
So you were more an Endgame fan.
Yeah, because I think the first one was, of course, all set up, but the second one actually enabled us to have a more emotional weight. Like we lost everybody, but then there was a payoff.
Yeah.
So like I felt the loss of losing all those characters, but I felt more the weight of what happened in the second movie, and then that was something worth fighting for. So I like that.
I'm sorry, I just realized this is pretty cool. So, as you're doing the fingers, it gives you the mechanized sound. See, that just engages the overall sound. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of like, because it's mechanized. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm torn. I did watch watched Endgame with the directors talking. So
that's always good.
Yeah, it was nice to kind of hear their perspective and how they kind of thought that they were setting you up for, hey, we're gonna go fight Thanos. Really, the only difference was now we have Captain Marvel. Was that going to be enough? Boom, we lap off his head, and now we're on to kind of a heisty type movie, which I thought was really fun. I mean, you've got the culmination of all those movies in one place, and the toys that came out of it. And I got to say, they're pretty good. I mean, you had what, 2 waves of figures?
Oh God,
3?
I think we're at
4.
I think there's 4 waves of Marvel Legends.
2 for each movie, right? So you got 2 for each movie. You've got this. What else did we get that was Endgame, Infinity War? Other than some 2-packs, right?
Yeah, mostly 2-packs. And then, well, we've got the Marvel 80th anniversary, so I mean, Hasbro is stretching it out. Like we've gotten the Avengers individual figure waves. I think there's 4 of those total. But now we've got the 80th anniversary figures, which they're focusing more on now with such an early release of the film in April. We've already got it on Blu-ray, and now I'm sure in November, Christmas time, we're going to get some 2-pack set.
Yeah, you know what I was actually a little upset about? So they made 2 special edition Phase 1 and Phase 2. The first one was the came with the Cosmic Cube. The second one was the orb with the Power Stone. I don't see any special edition coming out for this third wave.
Just wait. It's gonna
Maybe
happen.
they're gonna
it's
announce
gonna happen.
it.
They're gonna have it's. They changed it to the Thanos saga or series or whatever it is now, and they'll probably be just a mega set. You'll get everything. You know, get one of these.
So
look, if I can get a Blade Runner suitcase that comes with a Matchbox card, the little unicorn, and every cut of the film ever, and that's just what I can remember off the top of my head, we're going to get that for a 22 movie set. Yeah, we're going to get that.
So
what would you pay for that?
Ooh, for everything.
Yes, because you're insane, and you would have to buy that instead of going, well, I already have 12 of the 22 movies.
I get every movie. What kind of a collector's item are we talking about? One for each wave, or just one epic item?
I would say one epic item.
One epic item, $250.
$250.
That's it.
Now, question, because I know a lot of people are like this. What if it came in something like this, like a tower? All the discs are in here at the bottom. Would you want this, or do you want your case?
See, I want the individual cases, and then I want one item that's not a repop of something like this. Like if you give me, hey, I'm giving you this, and hey, Jason, sorry, you're giving me this and the 22 movies. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not super excited about it. But so we know what they've done series-wise. What do we think we're gonna get next? I mean, we know what the next slate of movies is gonna be. Am I gonna get a Blade sword? You know what I mean?
So you're saying what Hasbro is going to do next?
What Hasbro items in this? What do they call this wave? This series?
I think it's just Marvel Legends series.
It's Marvel Legends
series. The box is here somewhere. I think it's called Marvel Legends series. See, here it is.
It's the Legends series. So
you're saying in the next slate of films, what are we going to get?
What are we going to get?
Who knows what we're going to get out of Eternals? Because that's a hard one to call.
Yeah, that's tough.
But as helmets go, like, I'm actually surprised we don't have a Doctor Strange.
Okay, so they did
the eye.
So the Legend series has a 4-pack jewelry set that has Tony's arc reactor from the third movie.
Okay,
it's got the Eye of Agamotto.
Something like
it's got the it's the Black Panther kind of necklace. And it's Spider-Man's web shooters. Okay. And so that was about $180, which was pretty cool as well.
Not bad for those things.
They actually look really nice. I've seen it at GameStop a few times. But at a $200 price point, it's one of those things where I'll wait and I'll catch it, for $50 off, and I'd snatch it up. So
I'm like trying to go through the movies and think of something. Like we had a Black Panther helmet already, so they'll just re-release that.
All right, so now that they've rolled it in, like, do we end up with a Deadpool, like his bag? You know what I mean? Like with some funky Deadpool items. You know what I mean? What are we gonna? Will we eventually see Wolverine claws done in a Legend series?
I think they'll stay away from anything that looks like a serious weapon or could be modified into a weapon. I've seen Wolverine claws that you hold like
I have those.
Almost like brass knuckles, and they're vicious. Yeah. They are vicious. So I don't think we'll see anything like you said, like a blade sword.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'll see anything with Deadpool like katanas or even maybe a belt, maybe.
I'm trying to think maybe with what is it? What's the Thor movie coming out?
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
I think maybe we'll see that new axe.
Will you get the female helmet?
The female helmet is probably a definite.
And
then we'll get Storm. Was it Stormbreaker? We'll end up getting a big version of Stormbreaker.
So Matthew's got a good one. So I wonder if they'll make a rescue helmet or some shoulder weapons for War Machine. So they do have the War Machine Punisher helmet.
Yeah, and that's at GameStop. Well, they call it a fan site exclusive. So you're going to get that from Entertainment Earth.
Jason, the Professor X chair. I'd buy it.
Oh,
I'd buy it.
How does it hover? Or does it just have mirrors at the bottom to make it look like it's hovering?
Yeah, there you go.
It's showing the floor off
with the sound.
like the original Sand Speeder. I think as Hasbro's money goes, I think these are going to be harder to predict. I think Love and Thunder is probably going to be the two things we mentioned. But we already know we have an X-Wing helmet coming. We have a Boba Fett helmet coming in 2020 for the 40th anniversary of Empire.
They're running out of helmets to make for Marvel movies.
I just, like, I can see updated versions of helmets, but I can't really see, like, we never got, like, a Captain America one. Yeah. They always make it a toy, and it's always a helmet.
So do we think, because, like, I personally think we're going to see some version of, like, an Ironheart, some version of Tony Stark's daughter. You're going to have some carry it on past Tony here. Maybe we get a helmet there. It's just we're getting thin now on the main Avengers. So as you branch out, it's going to be really interesting to see as we hit some of these ancillary characters. Like what they've done with Guardians of the Galaxy was amazing. Mm-hmm. So who are they going to get? Do we want a Magneto helmet? Yeah, I mean, I would. I'd
buy Magneto.
I'd buy that.
Yeah, which Magneto helmet? Because
that's a really interesting question. So I'm Hasbro. I have a deal with Marvel. I'm pumping out X-Men figures now, left and right. Before I get a movie version, because they haven't announced any X-Men movies yet, do I start pumping out Legends series, Magneto helmet, and or I'll tell you right now, you give me Scott Summers visor, I'm in. All
that's
day.
A really good one too, because not only is it like sunglasses, what would your price point be on that? Like $75?
Yeah,
because it would go down. Because we're talking less than a Star-Lord. Would it go over the ears? Like does Scott's thing go over the ears?
Yeah, you've got to give me there's actually one out there, and I forget who made it, but you've got to give me the full visor. It's got to sit over my ears.
Yeah. And then imagine if it was strong enough to actually project light.
Yeah, I mean,
like, more than a laser light pen, we're talking like a straight bar of light.
It's doable. Those are actually really cool, the people that make the custom for the Cyclops figures. Have you seen them, the accessories for the additional beams? So, listen, they got us again. They'll continue to get us.
They got us again.
I mean, at this point, I've done one of those things where instead of child support, I just take a chunk out of my check every week that just goes right to Hasbro. It's a direct deposit. They get me for...
a friend of mine said that Hasbro has Mattel.
Can we do the lock thing? No, we got to flip it.
A friend of mine said that Hasbro has Mattel by the throat, and I really do, because I think that's true.
Oh, yeah, I was going to grab my friend, and I was a little...
Because when we go out to the stores, you see Hasbro. Star Wars has its own thing, Marvel has its own thing, but then when you go to Mattel, it's usually one really good figure in a lower price point. So, some of those Batman figures are really good.
Yeah.
But then you go and you look at their $20 figure, and you're like, that Poison Ivy, it's just rotting.
They're
on the
horrible.
shelf.
So, all right, so cut the BS. So, when Hasbro buys Mattel, do we keep Mattel's name? And is it just Mattel a Hasbro company? Or does Hasbro just take over all of, Europe and all the United States?
I'm vicious, and I would just be like, goodbye, Red Shield, it's gone. And then all of a sudden, Hasbro has the Jurassic Park, thing back again.
Would you buy
the true testament is, will somebody buy Barbie from Mattel before the merger or before any kind of sale goes out and says, we'll buy it?
If I'm Mattel, I make a decision and I sell off a couple of the big properties to somebody else, and then Hasbro picks up my
And then
course.
what? You just keep making Hot Wheel toys or something like that?
No, Mattel can't. They don't have the cash reserves. It's on the wall. It's like Loot Crate saying that business will be as usual till they pay off this $20 million or the $20 million of customer money. That sounds great until those debtors come and knocking.
Yeah.
That's the end of days.
Over a year ago, we were mourning Toys R Us at this time.
Yeah.
And now it looks like probably a year from now, we're going to be mourning Mattel. But I don't see us running out and picking up, well, maybe you, picking up the last of the DC figures, because at that point, McFarlane's going to be releasing figures.
Yeah.
On
the
a
McFarlane figures
scale.
are going to be very, very cool.
Like if these Fortnite figures are foretelling of what kind of articulation and detail we're going to get, I say bring on the Batman, the Supermans, the Aquamans. I want to see figures in that scale. These figures are fantastic.
The question is how many years before I can unload my multiverse collection for any type of profit?
I think I
or never.
Never. I think if you're not doing it now and not getting rid of those like choice few figures, if people are like, oh, I really want the King Shark.
Yeah.
I gotta buy all your King Sharks. I want that grappling gun thing. Remember how Ethan was all excited about the grappling gun, and then we found all the stuff in the box, and the grappling gun was gone.
No, but I'm still a big fan of the Funko / Mattel recycling program, where just like I can go to like a grocery store or a mall, and it's just a bin that I can just throw my unneeded plastic. God. And then we melt it down and we make toys that I actually want.
You know, you could just take all those toys and give them to like Toys for Tots. Because they're all in their box. They have no dust on them. You've had them in storage. You could feel good about that as some kid's getting a Batman figure.
No, I'll keep it. I'm a horrible person. But I'll hold on to it for 10 years, and then eventually, like, I'll sell something for, instead of 20, for 25, and I'll act like I had some giant win while my wife yelled at me for the 10 years of our basement being overran. You know.
I think Logan's gonna go, Dad, these figures stink.
Well, the worst part about it is that for at least the first 8 or 10 waves, I think I have like a keep it in the box and one to open scenario. Oh. But that's again because you could pick it up at $5 and below. Whenever if I can get any box figure for $5 or less, and my money's gone. It's just
that's a whole separate show. I would love to talk about. Lately, seems like Five Below has run its course of Toys R Us warehouse.
It almost sounds like that's something we should do on like a podcast.
That would be something.
What do you think? I don't know. That might not be a bad idea.
Probably. I don't know if they'd really want to hear us talk about on a podcast.
I don't know.
When they could be looking at this all the time.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to see our faces?
Exactly.
You know. So, all right, what do we got? Final impressions, $100 all day.
I think it looks great. I thought it looked good when I first saw it. I think like CNET broke the news of it or something.
You know what? I was surprised when this gauntlet came out. This one right here. Yeah. There was a lot more fanfare. You saw a lot more pictures. There was a lot more people going out in the stores. Maybe it's just because you got this if you got it through Hasbro and it hasn't hit the stores yet.
I think this was also like, yeah, this is a bad guys thing. Like, were there any bad guy Marvel series, like, things like this? Like, you know, there was no, like, cosmic cube in the ball kind of thing. Yeah. Like, this was a villain's weapon. Yeah. And this was what all those movies had built to. So, yeah, that's why I think there was more fanfare. And we never thought we were going to get this. This has a long history in Marvel Comics. So now if you're a fan of the movie or not, now you actually have something that was in the comics. Yeah. And that might be the big difference.
I gotta say, it's very cool. It is cool. It really is. The hand itself, as you guys can see.
I think if you can display that, like this is like every once in a while we'd have it like this, but this is the money shot.
Yeah, you can
flip this.
You can go that way. Like this is very cool.
Now this is just Iron Man. You know what I mean? I have a giant Iron Man gauntlet. Now you flip on the other side, you're like, no, I have the Endgame Gauntlet.
Yeah, no, this is really cool. Hasbro, you did it again.
Yeah. Well, imagine taking the stones off and now making the same thing just as Iron Man Gauntlet.
Yeah, see, I could like that. That's probably one. I forgot you can press that one.
Yeah. That's how I turned this one on. Oh, that one on.
I got maybe you're gonna nitpick. Maybe it would have been cool to be able to take these out.
You said that about this one last time around too. Are the stones in the same?
Are they the same?
Yeah, they're in the same configuration too.
Yeah, just reversed.
Yeah. You think it would be like, oh no, the green has to go this way and this way because of the.
I don't think they're the same mold.
No, they're not.
Different molds.
They're different molds.
So, all right, well, check it out.
Well, these are from the previous. These are from the past. These are.
Yeah, these are the past stones.
They got worn down a little bit. I guess somebody touched it. Shit, we dropped them.
There you go. It's you lately.
I know. I try not to drop the.
All right, guys. Well, it was nice doing this. We're gonna be trying to get more semi-regularly. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna hear some other things that we might do here in the next couple weeks. We always appreciate you guys watching. Everybody's favorite thing. We'll start to give stuff away again.
Yeah. We've got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff in the hopper here. Reviews are coming. Giveaways are coming.
Yeah.
Lots to do. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.